Hello learners, I'm Cynthia Mwa, your natural science facilitator. Today is another lesson, lesson 2. Lesson 2, and we are coming to look at the basic structure of animals. The basic structure of animals. Now before we start the lesson, let's look at our strand. And we have strand 1, diversity of matter. Substrand, living and non-living things. And our indicators and examples describe the basic structure of animals, that is the head, limbs, and trunk. So, before we start the lesson, let's look at this. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to mention the names of some animals. Mention the names of some animals. 2. State the 3 basic structure of animals. State the 3 basic structure of animals. Now we are coming to look at examples of animals. Examples of some animals. As we can see some animals on our screen, we are coming to look at examples. So, examples of some animals are ants. Ants. We have butterfly. Butterfly. We have the bird. So, we have ants, butterfly, and then bird. We have hen, cock, and cats. Hen, cock, and cats. Examples of some animals. We have dog, goats, lizard. Dog, goats, lizard. Sheep, mouse, snail. Sheep, mouse, snail. Rabbits, rabbits. Monkey, monkey. Fish. They are examples of some animals. Examples of animals. Yes, we are coming to look at the basic parts of an animal. Basic parts of an animal. As we can see, the basic parts of an animal are head, trunk, limbs, and the limbs are the legs. So we have the head, the trunk, the limbs, that is the legs. So we are coming to look at these goats. Which one is the head, which parts is the trunk, and which parts are the limbs or the legs. So let's look at it. This is the head. Head. Good. And we have the trunk, that is the body. The trunk, the body of the goats. And we have the limbs, that is the legs. The limbs of the goats. So this is the limbs. So the front one is called the forelimbs or the forelegs. The 4 legs. You can also say the 4 limbs. The 4 legs. And the back one is the hind legs. The hind legs. Good. So that is it. We are coming to do it again. The basic parts of an animal. The basic parts of an animal. So we are coming to arrange it. This is the head, the legs or the limbs, and then the trunk is the middle. The trunk is the middle. Let's look at the dog, the basic parts of the dog. Now we have the head. Yes, this is the head. The head of the dog. We have the trunk of the dog. And then the limbs, that is the legs of the dog. So we have the 4 legs and then the hind legs. So for the parts of the dog, we have the head, the trunk, the limbs, that is the four legs, and then the hind legs. So these are the basic parts of the dog. Let's look at this one too, the sheep, the basic parts. This is the head, as we can see. We have the trunk, and then the limbs. We have the first one, the front one, the four legs, and the back one is the hind legs. So the sheep has also got the head, the trunk, and then the limbs. That is the four legs, and then the hind legs. Now, which animal is this? The lion. We have the head. Yes. The trunk. And then the limbs. We have the four legs. And then the hind legs. So the lion has also got the head, the trunk, the four legs, and then the hind legs. That is the limbs. Let's look at the tortoise. We have the head, the trunk, and then the limbs. We have the four legs, and then the hind legs. Let's look at the hen. We have the head, the trunk, and then the limbs. This one, they have only two. Yes. For the goats, the dog, they have four. But for the hen, it has only two legs, two limbs. Yes, the vulture. The head. The trunk. And then the limbs or the legs. Functions of the basic parts of animals. Functions of the basic parts of an animal. Functions of the basic parts of an animal. So we have animals there. What are the parts of the functions of their parts? The head. Let's look at the head of the goats. The head contains the following. It has the nose to breathe and smell things. So the nose is on the head. It uses it to breathe and smell things. We have the eyes to see things, to see food and eat. The ears to hear, and then the mouth to eat and drink, to eat and drink. So this is the head of the goats, the head of the goats. So let's look at the trunk. The trunk. The trunk is the main body of an animal. The trunk contains the following. It has the chest, the stomach, the back, and the waist. So this is the chest, this is the trunk, and it contains the chest, the stomach, the back, and the waist. So the trunk is the main body of an animal. The trunk contains the following, contains the chest, the stomach, the back, and the waist, the trunk. The next one is the limbs or the legs. The limbs refer to the hands and the legs of animals. The limbs refer to the hands and legs of animals. The limbs help animals to move. The limbs help animals to move. So let's look at it. This is a dog. You have the forelimbs and then the hind limbs. And it is walking using the limbs. That is the legs. Good. Let's look at this one too. Have you seen it? The limbs refers to the hands and the legs of animals. The limbs help animals to move. The limbs help animals to move. Look at them. They are moving. They are going. Limbs or legs. Some animals have 2 limbs, as we can see. The hen has got 2. The duck has got 2. And the bird has also got 2 limbs or legs. Limbs or legs. Some animals have 4 limbs. That is the legs. The dog has got 4. The horse has also got 4. And the cats. Let's look at it. Yes. Limbs or legs. Some animals have 6 limbs or legs. Let's look at the mosquito. Let's look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The bee has also got 6. And then the cockroach has also got 6 limbs or legs. So that is that. Some animals have got 8 limbs, that is legs. Octopus, look at it. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the spider too has got 8. So octopus and spider and other animals too has got 8 limbs or legs. Good. Some animals have no limbs or legs. They don't have some. They don't have. So let's look at the examples of some animals. We have snail, snake, snail, and snake. They have no limbs and they move their body. Okay. Well done, learners. You have done very, very well. This is the summary of our lesson. The basic structure of animals. The basic structure of animals. Yes, and we looked at the basic parts of animals. We saw the head, the trunk, and then the legs. The head, the trunk, and then the legs. So let's look at the head. The trunk is there and the legs. The head, the trunk, and the legs. Good, good. And we also saw that some animals have 4 limbs. Some has got 2. Some has 8 and 10. Good. They have got it. Good. So basic parts of animals as we have learned. Good. So let's test ourselves on basic structure of animals. Basic structure of animals. Good. Which parts of the animal is pointed below? Let's look at it. The arrow there. Is it the limbs, the head, or the trunk? Okay, this is the head. And we saw the goats in our lesson. And this was the head of the goats. Number 2, how many limbs or legs does a goat have? How many limbs or legs does a goat have? Is it 4, 5, or 6? 4 limbs or legs. So the goat has got 4 limbs or legs. Which part of the animal is pointed? Is the arrow pointing? Which part of the animal is the arrow pointing? Is it the legs, the head, or the trunk? Okay, this is the trunk of the goat. This is the trunk. Good. Well done. Number 4. How many limbs or legs does a hen have? How many limbs or legs does a hen have? 4, 2, and 6. Yes, as we can see, we can even count 1, 2. Good, good. The last question. The bee has dash limbs or legs. The bee has dash limbs or legs. 4, 6, 8. The last one. Yes, it has got 6. And we can even see on our screen. Good. You have done very, very well. Now this is our homework. Write the names of the basic parts of this animal. Now which animal is this? It is a hen. So we are coming to write the names of the basic parts of this animal. Okay. Welcome back. I hope you have done the work. Sit down and do it. Until then, bye-bye.